welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I finally have my makeup use up for 2021 ready for you. I was going through my inventory, which isn't done yet. That will be coming soon. But I was trying to figure out, based on what I have used up in the past year or two, in comparison to what I have still in my inventory. And I decided on what categories I really felt I needed to work on, which ones really aren't that big of a deal. And I definitely have scaled it back this year because if you have seen my projects, my challenges, everything that is going on for this year, I'm doing a lot more usage challenges, projects, that kind of stuff. I still want to finish a lot of things, but I also want to rotate through my entire inventory as much as I possibly can. So that is definitely going to cut back on the amount of things that I can finish and get moved out of my inventory. So I tried to take all of that into consideration when I was, coming up with this. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. And I would love your opinions, down there in the comments, what you think about my numbers for this year. Obviously, some of them are a little bit crazy because I already told you what I wanted for my eyeshadows, but we'll get to that in a minute. And yeah, doing the au naturel thing today. It's still wet and I didn't feel like messing with it. It is later at night. My kids are already in bed, so going with the natural mom hair, as Callie said the other day in her declutter video. She said, I think she called it hashtag mom hair, and I died because I totally knew what she meant. I think she had a ponytail. I got the messy bun. It's not super messy, but my hair's too heavy to get too crazy. It's just heavy. All right, let's get into this. Enough about my crazy hair today. All right, starting with the beauty products first, because that's just the way I have it here on my spreadsheet. For face wash, I would like to do two this year. There are two specific ones that I plan on working on. One is a smaller size of the Philosophy Purity, yeah, that's what it is, Purity. And it's a deluxe size, but I would like to get that used up. And I have a full size of the Perricone MD. It's the Citrus Facial Wash. That's a big, big mamma jamma. I want to get that one done. So those are the two primary ones that I'm going to be working on. And I think I can probably get them both done. I'm sure, like the Purity Made Simple, I can get that one done. For masks, which are not, they're not single-use masks. They're not sheet masks. That's what I was thinking of. These are like clay masks, moisturizing kind of masks. They come in like tubes, jars, that kind of thing. I want to get two of those done this year, and I have two specific ones from Avon that I want to get done. They are definitely on the older side. One is for moisturizing, and the other one is like a pore refining mask to help like suck out the gunk and the oils that, for when it gets a little too crazy up in here. So I have one for both ends of the spectrum for, it covers the needs of my skin when, whatever the skin needs, that's what I want to give it. And I do want to use those up because they are, like I said, on the older side. All right, for face and eye serums, there are three that I would like to get done. I kind of use them interchangeably, as I do with my moisturizers. I have one that I'm working on right now in a project that is almost done, which is why I chose three instead of two. And then I have another one already earmarked for another project, which is a vitamin C serum. I'm almost done with the hyaluronic acid serum. I would like to work on another serum. I'm not sure which one I want yet, but I probably will just go through and see what is the oldest in my collection, because that's kind of like another theme for this year and every year really, is to try to use the oldest in whatever category. All right, for facial moisturizers, I would like to do 5 this year. I have one that I was unable to finish last year. It was huge. It was absolutely huge, and I feel like I should have been able to get it done last year, but I just didn't. And yeah, I want to get that one done. I have 3 or 4 deluxe sizes that are earmarked to go in projects this year. So, I still count them as like a product, because even if they're deluxe sizes, they count in my inventory. So, yeah, 5. with the known caveat that some of those are going to be deluxe sizes. All right, moving on to one of my crazy categories, shower gels and soaps. I put them together. I have so much. You guys know me that have been following me for any length of time, that keep up with my makeup use up, my empties, that kind of stuff. I go through shower gels and soaps like nobody's business. I like to be clean. I like my people to be clean. I like everything clean, 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 clean. Personal hygiene is just one of those things. It's non-negotiable. You got to be clean. So yeah, I finished a lot last year. My usual was 12 to 15. I'm going to go for 20 this year. I do have some that I have one that is probably going to be done in the next month or so. Well, probably by the end of this month, if I'm being completely honest, which was a full-size one. But I do have some smaller bar soaps that I would like to work on. And you know, I always have an Irish Spring. I just do. I don't know why. I'm going to try to use some other bar soaps this year too. I think I can easily get to the 20 if I'm being quite honest with you. We might reevaluate that maybe by mid-year. We'll see where we are. And for lotions, I did not meet my goal of 12 last year, but I'm going to try again this year. I do have one that is almost done, so I know at least that one's going to be done. I would like to get some more of my older stuff done and out. I also have some lotion bars, which I like this time of year because I get so dry. I would like to use up some of those as well. They are on the smaller side, but they still take a while because it's solid lotion. So yeah, I'm going to really try to get that 12 this year. And I think if I actually do take care of my skin the way I shouldn't have a problem getting 12 done. I didn't do so good last year. All right, perfumes and fragrance. Another place I fell short last year. I am not going to have like perfumes here and body sprays and stuff here. It's all just going to be perfumes and fragrances. That includes my essential oils that I use in my roller bowl to make, like, create my own fragrances. I'm going to just go for a flat 6. I do know that I have some big stuff coming up, which when the projects come up, you will know. If you're watching this, you will probably remember when I said I have some big stuff coming up. So I have 2 really big things that I want to get finished up this year. And I do have some smaller roller balls and another full-size perfume that it's almost halfway done. So I really think if I don't slack like I did last year, I think I'm going to hit those marks. I think I'm going to do it. And like my roller balls, they're small. They're like square bottles. I don't happen to have one over here at the moment, but they might be an ounce at the most. So I don't think I'm going to have any problems with those. All right, and this is a new one for this year. I have a miscellaneous category, and this goes for beauty or makeup. I have some things that just fall into, I put them in miscellaneous categories, like in my like face stuff. I have my setting sprays. I have setting sprays slash miscellaneous. I cannot talk. So that would fall under miscellaneous. I am a licensed nail tech that does not actually work as a nail tech, but I do have my license, and I have a ton of stuff from when I used to actually work as a nail tech, and like tons of stuff. Cuticle oils, cuticle removers, foot soak, all those kinds of things that just kind of fall under that miscellaneous category, because there's like one of these or one of those, and I don't want, 50 categories for the random miscellaneous stuff. So it is just a blanket 10 miscellaneous items. Anything that falls under miscellaneous is going to go in there. I would like to start working on getting miscellaneous stuff used up and out of my inventory, so that it's eventually in a few years I just don't even want miscellaneous stuff anymore. And when it comes down to, like, when I just have setting sprays in my face miscellaneous stuff, then I will have that as a setting spray category. When I originally set up my inventory, that's just where it ended up. All right, moving on. Let's get to the makeup stuff. Starting at the top, powder foundations. I have that set at 2. I think I had it 4 last year, but here's the thing. I only have 2 left in my collection right now. And it's not that I want to use up all of my powder foundations because I just don't want them anymore. I do like powder foundations, but these 2 particular ones are old. And they need to get used up. And then if and when I choose to have more powder foundations, I can replace them. But again, out with the old. It's got to go. And I have 2 specific ones. There is a Bare Minerals that is incredibly dark, and it is going to get frankened. And I have the e.l.f. Mineral Booster, which is also incredibly dark, and it will get frankened, but I would like to get those used up. All right, moving on to face powders. I put in 5 for this year. 1 is almost done, probably should be done by the end of January, and if I am not taking a hiatus again in the summer, I will use a lot more powder because I'm an oily girl. And, you know, you got to control all of this oil. My skincare has gotten so much better, and it's not as bad as it used to be, but I'm always going to have skin that is on the oily side, and I'm just going to need more powder. So 5 of those. Highlighters. You're going to think I'm crazy, and I probably am. I want to finish 4 this year, and here's why. I have 4 of them in my Pan That palette. Yes, it is the BH Cosmetics Carli Bybel Original palette. It has 4 highlighters in there. I think 3 of the shades are probably going to get franken because 1 is way too light and the other 2 are dark. I might try to franken the light and the one that is not as dark, like the super dark one. I might use them as eyeshadows. I'm not really sure, but there's 4 in that palette, and I really want that palette done this year. So therefore, I kind of have to put it at 4 highlighters for the year. Blushes, I have at 5. Yes, Jessica's crazy. But I have 2 Frankens that I want to finish, and then some smaller blushes for the year. Hopefully I can do it. I think. I'm trying to remember what all I put in, so maybe I should put that at 4. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I should leave that at 4. I think I only have 4 earmarked. That might be safer. Yeah, I can hear you guys. Even though this hasn't even gone live yet, I can hear you guys saying, Jess, don't do 5. Do 4 instead. And I can hear you. I really can. So I'm going to change that to 4. 4 blushes. I think that is more than enough. Eyeliner. This one's going to be a stretch, but I have some, again, that are a little bit smaller because I have used them last year and I just wasn't able to finish it. 8. I want to do 8 eyeliners. I'm crazy. I am crazy, but I'm going to try it. I have so many stinking eyeliners. I want to start getting through them. Moving on to eyeshadow. Yes, crazy girl wants to do 100. We don't even need to talk about that anymore because it's 100, and I do my 100 eyeshadow challenge, and we can talk about that more there, and you can all tell me I'm crazy, and I am. If I finish them, if I finish them, I do, and if I don't, I don't. It is what it is. I'm not going to stress myself out about it, but it's a goal, it's a challenge, and if I don't challenge myself, I get bored, and then I don't try, and you know, I don't know if there's anyone else that way, but that's like, I need to have a challenge to keep myself motivated. Lipsticks. This one's crazy for me. I put in 10. I am not usually a lipstick girl, and I have a lot of them, and that is a problem for me. I do not push myself to use them because I like my lip balms and I like my lip glosses. I like my lip pencils, and I don't push myself to use the lipsticks. So they just sit there and nothing happens to them. I need to use up lipsticks this year. I'll still use my glosses, but lipsticks have to get done. I don't care if they're bullet lipsticks, potted lipsticks, liquid lipsticks. It doesn't matter because to me, they all go together. They're in the less preferred category. So I'm okay with this. I do have 2 Avon samples left, and I know those will get done. I'm thinking of like 2 or 3, maybe only 2 liquid lipsticks that are deluxe sizes. So I'm hoping that I can get through those. I don't know. I just want to see what I can get through. 10 is, I did that because I know I have at least 2 deluxe size liquid lips, and I have 2 of the Avon samples. So that's going to be 4 of the 10. We'll see what else I can get through. Cross your fingers. Whatever. Send me good vibes. Lip gloss. I am putting it at 15 this year. I feel like I do pretty good with lip glosses. I did not reach goal last year, but it is what it is. I still finished quite a lot, but I think I can do it this year. For lip pencils, I'm going to keep that at 4 because all of my lip pencils that I'm putting in projects this year, I believe, are like the sharpenable kind. Don't quote me on that, but I know I have at least the one that I'm working on right now is, you have to sharpen it, so those take a little bit longer. My camera is looking like it's going to overheat, so I'm going to hurry up. Lip balms, 7. I think that is very reasonable for me. I like my lip balms plain and simple. And then the last category is nail polish. Your girl's crazy. I want to finish 15. I normally do 12, and I didn't even make that last year, but last year was crazy, and this year I am doing Project Polish again, so I'm a lot more motivated. And if you watch my Project Polish intro, I have a lot of products that are like only half full or just under half full. So I think I'm going to move through those a lot faster because they are not completely full, where in past years I put in brand new or virtually brand new polishes. So I think it's going to be a little bit easier to use ones that have a lot of usage on them already. All right, that is everything for this makeup use up. It was long, it was wordy, and yeah, I don't know why I'm in a chatty mood tonight. I just am. But let me wrap this up. Please let me know in the comments what you think about my numbers that I want to try for this year. And yeah, I think that's everything. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.